Welcome, girlfriends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here again for our 21 days of financial breakthrough fast. And this is our financial Fridays. It is a segment that we are doing to couple with our fast so that we can get the spiritual components as well as the practical tools that we need to be kingdom financiers. With us, we have my dear sister in Christ, Favor. She has been such a blessing to me in my life, especially with me moving to Houston, and such a big testimony in the role that she has played in my life. So she is going to be talking about trading. She's going to be talking about how to build wealth through trade. Trading is one of those things that a lot of people don't talk about, or like what it is exactly, and what are the benefits of it, what does it looks like. So she's going to give a presentation of what it looks like, what it means, and how you can take your supplemental income and use it to build wealth through trading. So, welcome, Favor.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. It is such a pleasure and an honor to be here with all my girlfriends in business. And thank you so much for bringing me on. It's such an honor just watching you, how you continue to push and drive. You be up at 4 a.m. I'll be trying to, oh my God. So more grace and more oil because you are doing it. And it's just a blessing to know someone that is continuing to push not only for themselves but for other people as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sis. I'm going to give you the floor. So go ahead, and as you come in, put some fire emojis in the chat. Let us know that you are here with us. And if you have any questions, you could just type them in the chat and she'll answer them at the end. So, sis, you have the floor.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. If you can go ahead and pull up the presentation, and we're gonna jump right in, y'all. We are gonna jump right in. Alrighty, so welcome, welcome, welcome. The company that God had given me is Favor to Trade, and it's trading made easy. Before I got into trading, I had this conception that man, trading is absolutely hard. How can I even get into it? So I'm gonna go all about diving into how that kind of started. But I do want you guys to know I am just like you. My name is Favor. I was saved 2 years ago and I went through intense deliverance. This is why I'm here today by the grace of God. He sent me Army of God Ministries, which has just helped transform me completely. So deliverance is absolutely needed. The grace of God has really found me worthy. So now, today, first and most foremost, I'm a woman of God. I'm an investor, a developer, and a philanthropist. And so, a little bit about my story, right? I never knew that I was gonna get into trading. Like I said, it was always this thing. I kind of thought like you had to be super smart to trade. I wanted to trade. I wanted to make money, but I was like, how is it possible? How is it possible? But the word of God says in Ecclesiastic 9:11 that time and chance happens to them all. So there is God's time. And when you step into God's time, His grace will find you. So you need to make sure you are ready. You are absolutely ready. So I want to tell you guys the story. So literally, I went to church that day and I was sitting next to a young brother in church. And I just looked down at his phone. I'm like, I wasn't trying to be nosy, but I just looked down at his phone and I saw that, he was looking at charts and he was trading. And so, I was like, okay, why isn't brother pay attention to the message? But God had me see that for a specific reason. And so church had ended and I heard the Holy Spirit drop in my spirit. You better ask this boy that you want to learn about trading or you will miss a great moment in your life. And, I was like, man, I don't want to, I hate going up to, like, you know, man. And like, I don't, it was just an awkward position. It was an awkward position. But like this scripture says, I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise or wealth to the brilliant or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. And that was my time and my chance. I had to step out of my comfortability and I said, hey, I saw, you know, that you were trading on your phone and it's something that I want to learn. Do you think that you can teach me? And lo and behold, that moment, that that second, that moment changed my life. And today I have a company where I teach amazing people how to trade. So, like I said, it's, you don't have to be wise, you don't have to be wealthy, you don't have to be brilliant. But when the opportunity comes, make sure you seize it. And so I always had this conception of trading like, man, how am I gonna understand graphs in school when it came to math? The math was not math then for me when it came to graphs. I hated graphs. I'm like, how am I gonna read this? Before I even started trading, it was almost like I had put that own stumbling block in my own path because I was like, man, I had already counted myself out that I could never read charts. I just felt like, man, it's too complicated. It's gonna take me too long to catch on. And I just had this kind of like conception of trading. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do. And this is why I really want to break down these misconceptions, because trading is not what you think at all. It is not. And I was so guilty of that. I was so guilty of that. I thought, for one, you had to have a lot of money to make money in trading. That's what I read around, you know, when it came to social media and all these different things, you know, they put up this amount and they got this amount back. So I'm like, it was just, I just felt like, okay, you had to have a lot of money to make a lot of money trading. And then I just had this conception that you had to hold stocks for years or months before you start earning money. You know, maybe you'll take it out once you retire. That was what the conception that I had. Like, okay, that's what people do. They hold on to stocks for such a long time. And then, you know, once it goes up over the years, they'll be able to take it out and they'll be able to touch it. And then I thought you had to be an expert. Like, yeah, it's, you got to be an expert. You have to be brilliant to trade, right? And you have to have a lot of time to learn. These are the things that I thought about trading. So when I was going into it, I was like, man, like, I had already set my mind that, okay, maybe years down the line I'll be able to make money and make income. That was the conceptions that I had. And I think a lot of people actually have this misconception, because mainstream media, they don't teach us how to make money daily or weekly trading stocks. When you turn on the news, you constantly hear about the Dow this, the Dow that, right? They don't teach you what stocks to trade. You know, we only hear about Amazon, Tesla, all these, you know, bigger companies, Apple. You don't really hear about these things in mainstream media or education at all. They don't teach you how to trade to be successful, how to make money monthly. And if they do, people that claim they do, they charging $10,000, $20,000, right? They don't teach you what the banks are using your money to do. They're not teaching you how the fiat system works, right? One of the main things that I kept asking God when I was going through my process of just money, first God started off with management. And so I was like, okay, I understand. I'm understanding how to manage my money, you know, Excel sheets, not spending here, there, and there, the thing that we go through when we're studying money. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. But I was like, how do I duplicate it? How do I print money at a faster pace, you know? And of course, you can buy and you can sell things, of course. But I was like, man, God, like, how are people printing money? Every time I would study, they're like, oh, you gotta know how to print money. You gotta know how to print money. And so I kept asking God, what have you given me? What is the thing that you've placed in my hand that will help me print money? And lo and behold, he revealed it to me, right? He revealed it to me how to make money daily, weekly, trading stocks. And I do want to say I've never ever had any background in trading, absolutely zero, until that day that I met that brother in church. Right. And so he taught me what stocks to trade, how to trade successfully, and what the banks are actually using your money to do, and how the fiat system works, and how to actually print money. I don't know if y'all know this, but the banks are using your money to trade. Even when you take out a mortgage, they're using that contract to trade. Everybody is using your money to trade but you, right? It's just mind blowing, and it's mind blowing. They say, hey, open a savings account. We'll give you $300, or open a checking account. We'll give you $300, and we'll give you 0.002 percentage on your money, when they're taking your money to the stock market to trade with it. It's absolutely crazy. I'm sure some of you guys, if you're on Twitter, if you're on social media, you heard of the Silicon Valley, the bank that just closed. And I'm not sure if you guys know what happened with that, but basically, the banks don't really have money. Your money is just not sitting in the vault. That's not what's happening. They're trading with your money, right? And so this Silicon Valley bank that recently got closed, a lot of tech companies use them. Silicon Valley is known where all those tech companies are located. And so a lot of tech companies use them, storing millions of dollars there to pay their employees, right? And so these companies, a lot of tech companies have been at a loss this year. And so they haven't been really profitable. And so usually they raise funds, et cetera, but they haven't been able to raise funds. So they needed more cash on hand. But guess what? The bank had traded with their money. And so when the bank had traded with their money, they had brought bonds, but they brought it at such a high price, like they didn't have the return that they were looking for. So when the people who had put their money in the bank was coming, it was like, whoa, we don't have the money. We don't have the money. And so the bank tried to do a few different things as far as selling shares, even selling themselves, and it was unsuccessful. But basically, they didn't have enough cash. And like I said, where did the cash go? They traded with it, right? And so this is why that bank closed. And this is why the feds had to step in. Because when they tried to go back and sell those bonds, they had brought it at such a high price that people were like, the stocks is low. Why would I buy those bonds from you at that high price? Right? And so this is why it's imperative we understand money and the banks, so we can be able to multiply money in trading. So let me let you know, get trading with your money. So you might as well take some out and trade with it too, right? And so they don't want you to know this. I was blown away when I found out this stuff. One, you don't have to have a lot of money to trade at all. I've seen people take, one of the ones that surprised me. I saw someone take their $24 and flip it into almost 200% return, even more than that. I've seen people take $98 and flip into 150% return. And the great thing about that, it's a rinse and repeat, right? And I didn't know you didn't have to hold stocks for years and months to start earning money. I didn't know that you can trade every single day and make money. You can trade every single week and make money. I was like, what? Like, they do that? I didn't know. And I don't know if y'all knew. I don't know if y'all knew, kudos to you, but me, I did not know, right? I didn't know you didn't have to be an expert to make money. Like I said, time and chance happens to them all. It was God who pushed me, right? I was in a place, I was like, man, I need money. So I was like, let me learn how to trade and see if I can make a little quick something, right? That's what pushed me into trading. I wasn't an expert, right? It was just the grace of God and the aptitude to learn and apply it. A lot of people, they want to keep learning and learning and learning, but they're not doing any application. So, like I said, you don't have to be an expert. You just apply. So, and you don't have to have a lot of time to trade. I did a trade earlier with a young lady. It took us 5 minutes to do the trade, and I think it was like $400 by the end of the day, right? Once you learn, you don't have to have a lot of time to trade, right? And like I said, you don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the smartest. I failed biology in college. Anything science, I was running away. So like I'm saying, you don't have to be the smartest, but it's so important to start. This is just a couple accounts, right? I want y'all to see like oh, I don't know if this has sound on it, but I wanted y'all to see that literally you make money by the minute, by the second. I know people who are making having $100,000 days, $100,000 weeks. I know people that are making $1 million a day. This is what it looks like. I didn't know that I can just have my phone and be making money. I didn't know, right? But once I found out, I was like, whoa, where has this been all my life? If I would have knew about this 3, 4 years ago, oh, I would have been sitting with the people that's making 100,000, 1 million, right? Because the more you practice, the better you get, isn't it? And so, like I said, just look at this. Like this is a video. Literally, you're just watching your money come in, and these are stocks. These are stocks that you're trading. And I'm gonna go over today. Y'all gonna later on in the slides, I'm gonna show you how to place a sell, how to place a buy, what it means, right? Like I said, learn the game. It will change your life. It will change your life. People are not, they're not showing you this because they know and understand. Once you learn this, you will no longer be dependent on jobs, on any other thing, because you can literally okay, let's see here. One second, y'all. I want to make sure that you guys are seeing the screen, that you guys are seeing this content, because listen, y'all gonna have to see these graphs when I'm showing y'all how to place a trade. You understand? So let me stop the share and start it again, because I really want to make sure that you guys are getting this content, because listen, if you run with this, it's it's gonna be something else. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. So I'm gonna start the share over, and I'm gonna present again so I can make sure that you guys are able to see my screen. All right. Hopefully we are good now. Hopefully we are good. Hopefully we are good and back. Okay. It looks like maybe when I hit, okay, it looks like maybe when I hit expand, you guys are unable to see the screen. So we're just gonna keep it like this, and we're gonna move and do it that way. If you, I'm gonna run back the other slides because you guys didn't see that. Like I said, I'll just run through it here. That was all words, so we don't got to do that, right? But what I did want y'all to see and have a visual representation of is how it looks like to make money on your phone every single day, right? This is how it looks like. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could open my phone and place trades and watch myself make $1,000, $507, right? And like I was saying, learn the game, learn the game. It will change your life. Like it will change your life. No more relying on different things. You can pick up your phone today and be like, I want to trade. I want to make a little something, right? It can fund your lifestyle. It can fund your dreams. Most importantly, it can fund the assignment. God's given assignment on your life, right? In order for God to bless you, he has to go through somewhere. Literally, he told the woman when she said she ain't had nothing, he was like, oh, go and borrow jars from your neighbors. And that's how the oil was able to flow and pour out. So this is an avenue that God can use to bless you, and you can earn extra money. Even if you have, maybe you're like, I just want to learn it just to be able to, make some extra money on the side. It's imperative. I'm telling you, all the people that are Wealthy, their children know the game. Hedge funds is trading. They're trading with their money, right? Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger, right? What is trading and how do you actually trade? People make it so complicated. Yes, of course, once you start to learn the nitty gritty, there's, things that can get technical. But let me tell you something. When I first started trading, I started my account with about 1.5, and I flipped that almost above 20K, right? And I didn't know all the technicals. I just knew one strategy, and I applied it. And I applied it, right? And so, what is trading? It's the selling and buying of stocks for a profit. So, what you are doing is you are selling and buying a stock for a profit. So, let's say that you believe that the stock is going to go down, you're going to sell. Let's say you believe the stock is going to go up, you're going to buy, right? And this is a visual representation. As you guys can see, take some time for your eyes to get trained to it, but this stock has been moving down. So literally, you sell to make money because you're betting that the stock is going to go down. So if you sell up here, you're making all of this profit, right? And like I said, people make it sound so complicated. There was only one method that I knew. Only one method that I knew to be able to flip that account to 20K, right? Another representation. This is a stock going up. You can see it's moving upwards. So if the stock is going up, you buy to make money. And let me tell you, one of the greatest things that I ever learned is to trade. Because once you learn it, you cannot unlearn it. And the greatest thing about that is if you want to wake up tomorrow and trade stock options, you can. If you want to trade bonds, you can. If you want to trade futures, you can. It's the same skill set, the same thing, literally the same exact thing. So you have the ability to trade anything. And I didn't know that. I thought like everything you had to learn like a little different, but this is the base and the meat of everything, right? So you may be asking, okay, stocks going up, but where do you buy? Where do you purchase? Where do you come in and where do you come out, right? And so, like I said, this is printing money. I had a little video here so I can show you guys when you buy or sell at that point. Like I said, this stock was going down, so I sold. And that was like a $1,000 profit, right? This is what it looks like. But you printing money right at home, right at home. So you sell when the price is high, right? Little typo here, and you watch it go down. I'm gonna change that right here. You watch it go down and you make money, right? And I put the circles here so y'all can see this, right? And I'm telling you, this is the only method that I use to flip that 1.5K to 20K. This is the method that I knew. It was a little bit different things added, but this was the method. When it was going down, I bought when it was high, right? And watch the money make. Bought when it was high, and watch my account go up, right? And like I said, you get better and better and better. Even if you start off and you don't have the most success, but the thing is, I've watched traders where they're like, man, my first 2 years was trash, but guess what? Third year they hit it. I don't know if you guys ever saw that meme drawing where the guy is like digging for gold, and the guy gets so close, but he like gives up, right? And it was like, man, the gold was right there. It's the same way when you're learning something new, when you're in business, right? Everyone's breakthrough is different. you got to keep going and you got to keep moving. So anyway, so like I said, you sell when the price is high and it goes down and you watch yourself make money. If it's going up and it's in a buy market, you buy when the price is low, right? And it's moving up. So when it goes up, you watch yourself make money, right? 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 And I'm sure y'all are watching like, is this just it? That is it. This is the strategy that I use. And if someone wants to tell me I was gonna take my 1.5K and flip it to 20K, I'll be like, nah, not possible. But it's very possible. And I didn't know that much, right? So, like I said, the same concept, no matter what you are trading. I went in and I was like, let me trade options. Let me see what options is looking like. Right? Let me see what options is looking like. And it was the same exact method, the same exact method that I use. And this is why it's so important. I'm telling you guys, everybody is trading with your money except you. So even if it's $100, even if it's $24, I'm telling you, I've had people who open their account with $24, $50, and every single day they're making strides. Even if they're not, they're still going at it because they know that one day you're gonna get to that pot of gold, right? Everyone's journey is different, but you need to start learning because they're trading with your money. When you turn on the news and you see the Dow and you see NASDAQ, the whole entire world is run around trading. But they're not going to teach you this because they know once you tap in, once you know and you understand, it money is fingertips away. I'm sure there's some of you on here that want to do real estate, that want to purchase properties, that want to release albums, that want to host conferences, that want to do so many different things where you're like, God, I need an avenue. This is an avenue. This is an avenue. And that's why the Bible said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. There's power in knowledge, right? So like I said, it's the same concept no matter what you are trading. And it isn't, let me tell y'all, trading under an LLC is a game changer. If you don't have an LLC already, please, I am I am begging you, open that LLC. Right, I opened the LLC by accident. I was searching for an apartment and I didn't want to get it under my name. I was just like, man, I want to get it under my business name, so just in case if I want to break the lease, I ain't attached. Right, that's how I was thinking back then. I was like, I'll just open a new LLC. That's how I was thinking, but little did I know God was using that LLC to set me up. It is so important. Even if you're not trading, you have to have an LLC, right? I didn't know. I thought, man, if I knew what I knew today, a few years ago, listen, I will be sitting pretty. Pretty. I didn't know that there were such major tax benefits on your trade, on your LLC account for your trading and for your regular life. Quick story. I was filing my taxes, right? Filing my taxes this year. And they told me I owed money. I'm like, I am not paying y'all. I am not paying y'all. Tell me why. I'm doing research and all these different things. I'm like, oh, why am I not putting my business information? I put in my business information. Why these people give me $8,000 for me owing them money? I got to write off my rent, my food, my travel, my gas, my utilities, everything, you name it. So I'm telling you, if you don't have an LLC, I don't know what you're doing. You need to open it because you get to write off literally everything. If you buy a car, you get to write it off. And this is what the wealthy are doing. And, like I said, knowledge is power. We just don't have, all of the knowledge. We weren't equipped with that, right? But opening an LLC is a must. It is a must. Building business credit, right? and you get to apply for grants. If you don't have an LLC, most people won't give your business grants. Almost like no one, right? I've seen a few grants where like, hey, we'll give you money, but you got to open it. So even if you don't have a business, open an LLC in your name. Because what you're doing is you're building business history. There's some grants that are like, hey, you can't apply to the grant unless you've had your business open for more than 4 years. So the earlier, the better. I'm telling you, there's so many benefits. Literally, they have a list of cars you can purchase. I was looking, I was like, G Wagon? Mercedes G Wagon is on this list? I could write off a G Wagon. Oh, listen. And this is what people are doing. They're writing off their food, they're writing off their flights, they're writing off their travel, and they get a big fat check. And let me tell you, if you had employees, which by the grace of God, as your company grows and expands, you're going to have employees. This is an investment, right? You're going to have employees. They give you money for having employees. So the list of benefits go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So I'm telling you, today is the day. If you don't have an LLC, open it, but the latest tomorrow. The latest tomorrow, because there's just so many benefits. And I was looking at grants the other day, right? About like 2 days ago. And there was this one grant where you just literally, they weren't asking for a grant proposal. They weren't asking for basically nothing, just like a statement. And it was a grant for $25,000, right? But you wouldn't be able to apply if you didn't have an LLC. Okay, so y'all open the LLC. This is an investment and it's a must. Amazing, amazing benefits. Like I said, they don't teach you this in school. They do not. They do not. Even once I found out about trading, I was like, oh my God, like I need to go to college and learn everything. And I'm looking up colleges trying to see trading, and they don't teach you this. Even in college, there are very slim to none that are going to teach you the game about trading. It's like, now you figure it out because it's too lucrative for us to be teaching you, right? They'll teach you business. They'll teach you how to manage a business, but they're not going to teach you how to print money. They're not. And so this information, I'm telling you, it will change. It will change the game for you. It will change the game for you. So level up, y'all, level up. And this is why I'm dedicated to teaching people the keys to learn and keep up, because I'm telling you, Grace met me in that church. I didn't know trading from nowhere. I didn't know stocks from nowhere. But that day, God is amazing. What if I didn't go to church that day? What if I didn't sit next to the brother? That's what you call grace, the grace of God. And I'm telling you, it's available. It's available for you to start trading and making income. It is absolutely available. And that's why I'm so thankful to my spiritual mom, First Lady Abego. She's watching this. I love you so much. I wouldn't have this company today if I didn't sit next to him. And she was the one that pushed me. Once I started making money, she was like, hey, like, I feel like people in the body need to know this information. There were people that would teach you courses, but they're teaching you courses and you're not, it's not producing, right? It's not spilling all the keys, right? It's like, oh, you got to figure it out on your own type of thing. Even though you put a lot of money for the courses. And so she really pushed me to go ahead and start the company and start teaching the body of Christ, like all this hidden information. And this is why I'm just dedicated, like I said, to helping people learn and to learn trading, because like I said, it just changes everything. It changes everything. And so let's get rid of this. I didn't know that was still on there. The Dominion mandate, that is the mandate that God gave to me. And so literally it's raising people, kingdom-minded people, to take dominion, raising them to take dominion through trading, literally making money through trading and having dominion in the area that God has assigned you to. Maybe you're a minstrel. You need money to drop the album. There's We need to bombard these airwaves. We need to be seeing different videos on the TV, all these different things. And so God is going to provide through trading. And so that's the mandate He gave me. And like I said, the same way that I sat next to that brother in church and I took advantage of that time and chance, this is the same opportunity that you have today. So I'm telling y'all, don't take it lightly. If I took it lightly and just never contacted him, went about my life still trusting God for finances, etc., I wouldn't have this company here today, and I wouldn't have made the money that I made, right? So there's opportunities that are in front of us, but we have to step in, right? Time and chance will happen to them all. Time and chance. But it's up to us. If we don't take that step, God did his part. God did his part. So don't miss your time and chance at all. So basically, I offered a beginner's webinar. And so, like I said, I'm still offering this webinar, and I'm telling y'all, it is equipped for you to hit the ground running. One of my students, after the webinar, I want to say within about 2 3 weeks, she made like $800. And that's what I'm telling. I'm I'm teaching you, y'all, and I had no prior knowledge, nothing, nothing, nothing. Just learned off the grace of God. So it's coming from a fresh canvas, right? One-time fee. My students, monthly one-on-ones are included. They call me, they text me, hey, yada yada yada. I'm answering their questions. They have access to the private student Telegram group. We have refreshers and advanced training webinars available, group trainings, and live trading sessions. We get on the live. Let's trade. Let's trade, right? Because I want y'all to see how easy it is. Like I said today, I was on a trade session with one of my students, easily 400. She was like, wow. I'm like, yeah, we did that trade in 5 minutes. Literally did that trade in 5 minutes, right? And this course, this webinar is not your average webinar. I'm teaching you how to trust the process, right? Every trade I took, God taught me something, right? How to trust the process, how to hear God while trading, how to come up with your trading plan, stick to your trading goals, right? How to use each failure as a learning lesson and analyze what God is telling you. Keeping a winning mindset, developing positivity, endurance. I'm going to introduce you to the stock market trading styles, what I've learned, the different things that I've seen, what to trade. I'm going to give you exactly what I trade, right? What sessions to trade, and just break it down. What's the difference between stocks, bonds, and forex, mutual funds, index funds? And y'all see how I talk on here. I'm not using no lingo that's that's out of the loop. That's not how I learned. That's not how God taught me. He broke it down. He made it very easy, very digestible, and that's how I teach, right? And so I go over all those different things, and it's really amazing. It's just amazing. I make sure that you're educated, you have all the tools, because what good is learning the information if you can't apply it? What good is that? You have to be able to apply it. I'll walk you through the trades, do a live trading session. I set up your account, right? One of the things that I struggled with when I first started trading is like setting up my account. What are people using to trade? How are people trading off of their phones? How are they doing that? Right? I show you exactly. And these courses, they're not necessarily doing that. Here's the course, here's the webinar, figure it out. Maybe buy another course, right? No, we're not here to do that. There's an assignment, there's a kingdom assignment, right? And so, like I said, it's time to step in abundance and allow the system to work for you. Make the commitment to yourself, to start, because I'm telling you, if I had this information 2 years ago, even a year ago, man, man, things will be different. Things will be way different for me. And so, so many things are included in the webinar. Like I said, I give you the step-to-step method that I did that made me mad money, right? I give you the exact formula how much you should pay for a stock, how to analyze that. And like I said, people out here charging crazy amounts. Worksheets and checklists for you to like check off, and calls, accountability calls. I check in, I'm like, yo, are you trading? What's good? What are you doing? Right? Because like I said, there's a dominion mandate, there's an assignment God is waiting on us. And so then we have the deep dive strategy calls as well, live trading. And so it's just priceless. All of this goes for such a large amount. And the course itself is just jam packed. It's just jam packed. But I really, really wanted to make sure, because I know y'all are Dejanay's people. I really, really wanted to make sure to give you guys a special. I wanted to make sure that you're able to tap in. Like I said, this is a skill set. You're investing in yourself. Um, I had to pay, it was church, but I had to pay, oh boy, every week. I had to pay him every week to learn, right? And so I'm not even charging nearly as much as what he charged me to learn. But it's investment. Like I said, no one can take the skill set from you. It's time. The bank is trading with your money. Everybody trading with your money. If you got a mortgage, they trading with your money. Everybody is, right? So for the next 2 hours, for the people who are serious and really want to deep dive in, I'm offering it for a sale price for just 550. Yes, just 550. I know. And that's just for the next 2 hours. The people who are really truly interested and just leveling up and saying, yes, it's the time for me to invest in myself. It's time to do that. And like I said, I know y'all are in the chat. Y'all been praying for finances. And I've been with y'all. I've been doing the fast. Okay. I haven't spent no money outside of groceries and giving. So I'm with y'all on that. And I just wanted to make sure that I still have more special offers. And so I do want to offer an additional $110 off for those who purchase within the next 10 minutes after the live is done. After that, I'm cutting it off. I know how much people sell these courses, and the code is going to be breakthrough, right? Because that's been the whole thing for the fast. Even at Army of God, is breakthrough. We are breaking through the next level. And so I just wanted to offer that as well, for the people that are serious. So the people that hey, I want to get started, I want to learn this, I want to make money, I want to be able to print money. And like I said, I'm telling y'all, it is absolutely life changing. It is just life changing. Nothing. Listen, my life has changed completely. And then for those of you who do want to open your LLC like tomorrow, listen, I want to offer you guys the ebook. It has opening how to open an LLC and how to establish business credit. And I'm going to give y'all a free grant list. I'm telling y'all. Grants you ain't never heard of. Grants you ain't never heard of. With great requirements as well. They're not asking for a full proposal, all those different things, right? And so that is something that I want to throw in for people who are actually serious about opening their LLC, because it is much needed. And like I said, things gotta happen. Things gotta happen. And all of this is listed on my website. I think it should be in the description, or maybe the link or the chat. Y'all be able to see that. And so I want to offer that free grant list. So really tap in, because I've never offered my grant list. And I'm telling you, if you hit me up like later, it's not available. It is not available, right? And so, like I said, take advantage, guys. Take advantage, because a lot of the things that I share with you guys in the course, it has been downloaded from the Holy Spirit. And one, it's just no nothing hidden. I just give y'all the keys, and I'm just really pouring out the information that God poured into me and the things that I've learned at a fraction of what people are out here charging, to be honest. So really take this seriously. Really invest in yourself. Yeah, and that is the end of the presentation. I hope to work with you guys. Also, I do have a free Telegram, which is it's the Dominion Mandate. We post a lot of things in there, so you guys can hit that, join as well. So that way, even you can just stay tapped in as well. We stay posting a lot of great content in there. I know. I know we're going to take some questions as well. So if you guys have any questions, I am super honored and excited to take that. Let's see here. Any Q&As, we'll take that. If not, then yeah. I don't think I see any questions in here. I'll give it a minute. Someone said, how much do you need to start? I always tell people, whatever you can afford. If you have 6K and it's nothing to you, right? And you don't got to look at that 6K, start with 6K. Some people don't have that 6K. Like I said, I've seen people start with $24 and they make $50 a day, right? And they're able to continue to flip it, rinse and repeat, isn't it? So you can start with just whatever you have, whatever you're able to afford. That's what I always tell people. Start where you are. Start where you are. When I first started my account, I put in like $500 at first, and then I ended up adding more money, but I was still able to make money, right, with what I had. So you can always do that. And like I said, y'all, don't miss out on the offers, because if y'all hit me up after, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. The year of Dominion. Any other questions, y'all? It's been a pleasure hanging with y'all. It's been absolutely amazing. I am really honored, and I do hope that you guys learned a lot and took away a lot. I hope you guys are able to identify when the chart is going down and up as well, and when to place trades. You can try it on your own as well. I always advise people to get a demo account to start trading, right? That's the best way to start, is get a demo account. All right, all right. No questions. It has been so amazing rocking with y'all. Make sure, if anything, join the free chat so that way you can still stay connected. You can still receive stuff about trading. And like I said, they trading with your money. So you might as well start trading with your money as well, even if it's just $25. Start somewhere, learn. And like I said, the offer is for the next 2 hours. You're going to get $110 off the course. And then for those of you who want to do the LLC, you'll get that free grant list. I'm telling y'all, bomb grants. You don't want to miss out. And it's just been an absolutely good pleasure, amazing pleasure. You can follow us on Instagram, same thing, at Favor to Trade. And that will be it. I don't see any questions. How do we take advantage of the offer? The discount code. The discount code is Breakthrough. So once you purchase, just go ahead and put in Breakthrough, and it'll automatically take it off for you. And then for the next 2 hours, if you miss the discount code, you'll still see the reduced price before it goes to the regular price again.
Thank you so much, sis. This was so good. Listen, ask all the questions now, because y'all ain't gonna be messaging me and say, "Oh, what she say?" Or what? This is the time to ask questions, so don't be afraid to ask any questions that you have. Make sure you go to her website. All of the information is there. And if you do have a question, or maybe you think of something last minute, you can reach out to her. Like she said, she gave her Instagram, Favor to Trade, or you can go directly to her website. The discount code is Breakthrough. And y'all, this was so good. Put some fire emojis in the chat for Favor. We thank you so much, sis, for coming on and hanging out with us and giving us some tools that we could take back and build wealth. Because 2023, that's the word that God told us, that it is the year of dominion. And you can't have dominion and be broke, okay? You can't have dominion and be struggling. You can't have dominion and still trying to figure it out, trying to make ends meet. So this is a tool. We ask God for, like she said, we ask God for financial breakthrough, and then he sends a blessing, and we like, God, I'm still waiting, God. He like, I just sent you I just sent you the blessing. So don't miss it. Definitely make sure that you guys go to her website and check out all that she has to offer. And definitely for the grants, y'all. We just talked about this morning, and I think yesterday, about launching forth, about finally doing that thing that God has called you to do through business, and through whatever God is doing, right? So definitely have an LLC. I was side-eyeing y'all because everybody should have an LLC. So make sure you check out her grant list as well, because it's so many grants out here that is free money that you don't have to do anything as long as you have, your messaging and stuff in order, things like that. So make sure you check that out as well. Thank you, thank you so much, sis, for your time. We honor you. We love you at Girlfriends and Biz, and you are one of us. So we just thank you so much. And that is it. So we love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for what day we on? Day 18. Day 18, as we push through and continue strong to finish strong for this 21 days of financial breakthrough. So thank y'all so much. Bye.